1991 European Division 2 Championship proved to be a gripping battle between the two giants of the sport, Martin Schanche and Will Gollop. Martin won the first 3 rounds, and then Will replied with wins in France, Ireland and Sweden. 3-all as they came to Belgium and the Maasmechelen circuit.
The battle really is between these two, and Schanche pulling away at the moment. He seems to have a slight edge on Gollop at this stage. Steve Palmer comfortably in third, but being challenged by Kristoffersson in the Audi. And these two, you can see why they're leading the championship at the moment, absolutely side by side, and there's very little to choose between them. Schanche driving superbly, Gollop pushing really hard, and all he can hope for is a mistake at this stage. And Steve Palmer actually closing on the Thor, Holm in 4th, Kristoffersson in 5th, Rob Gibson in a terrible mess back there in 6th, but still running. He will not give up. Rumour says he's going to retire and open a pub in Cheshire called the Something Arms, and maybe he ought to have a go at that. But meanwhile, it's Schanche from Gollop, from Palmer, Thor, Holm hanging on to 4th there, and Kristoffersson 5th, and poor old Rob Gibson limping back there at the end of the field. Schanche actually making an impression at this stage, and it looks as if Schanche is stamping a bit of authority on this race. He's pulling away from Will Gollop, and Steve Palmer isn't that much out of contention, but Gollop actually pulling a little closer. It really is anyone's race still at the very front of this event, and Schanche's only got to make one tiny mistake and Gollop will snap him up. But at the moment, it's Schanche, Gollop, Palmer, not really very much closer, and the crowd actually standing on... Can you stand on tenterhooks? I'm not sure you can, but as he comes around, you can see fuel pouring out of the back of Will Gollop's Metro there. The man from Canterbury who runs the G-Tech preparation business. He's coming really hard on the inside now. And can Schanche stave it off? But my word, that was a good challenge from Gollop. And it's still Schanche from Gollop, and Gollop is not letting up at all. This is European Championship Rallycross, and there's an awful lot at stake here. Even Steve Palmer is managing to push hard and is still in there with a chance of a good position. But Gollop coming alongside Schanche again, but he's got the wrong line going into that corner, and Schanche pulls away as they come onto the loose. Steve Palmer is getting ever closer. But the race is between these two, and Gollop gives him another shove up the backside again. That won't be pleasing Schanche. Gollop goes alongside. Is he going to get through? It's so close, and in fact Schanche's had to drift really wide, and Schanche gets all caught up with Gollop there and takes the bank. Now then, I'm sure Martin Schanche, of all of the drivers out here today, will have something to say about that. Meanwhile, Gollop is taking advantage of his position out in front and carrying on driving as if nothing happened, and I'm sure there'll be some sort of inquiry about it. But anyway, Will Gollop in the lead, getting all the cheers of the crowd. Steve Palmer 2nd, Thor Holm 3rd, Rob Gibson stumbling around there in 4th position as Will Gollop comes round to take the checkered flag, and he wins the 7th round of the European Championships.